Right then, I've got issues. So we'll go and say good morning to Free Power because he's just come in. He's going to beast himself. You could say good morning, Free Power. Say something airborne. That's what Free Power says. That's all they can get out. What's happening? So I've literally just finished, and wise words from Free Power. I'm only taking a joke, messing around. Right, what I was going to do, I was going to show you my phone. So I did my workout. Oh dear. Workout. Oh, and it's going to hide itself, which is great. It gives me time to sort it out, doesn't it? There we go. Here's the workout. That is 111 minutes of work, not adding in the extra 10-minute warm-up. So you're now looking at 121. Right. Anyway, so what I did, now I'm down at this end of the gym. Cookie Monster's on the runner, bless him. Doing this running thing. He's missing his partner in crime, Carl, the alphas. They always train together, kicking each other's asses to see who can make the other one, give the most punishment to the other one. So what did I do? Other than completely draining myself, I set up the twins, Little and Large, got involved with Little and Large, and obviously their little cousin as well. Went Crash Bandicoot on these ones, doing various kicks. Everyone knows I like a good shin kick, knee stomp for diplomacy, and then good low lead to mid lead kicks. I was doing a hell of a lot of those with striking combos. So left right kick, right left kick, kick strike, strike kick, and just doing that. In between that, I was up and down the gym like a menace. I have no idea how many times I've run up and down this gym this morning. It's been a lot. I really do have a thing about running on this matting. I just really like it. I just really enjoy it. It's just because it's padded underfoot. It's great. It's really giving. I just enjoy running on it. It's nice. Yeah, and because it's spongy, you know you're not trashing your knees, trashing your ankles, trashing your hips, trashing everything. Because if you constantly, listen to this, Agent Stone, Solitary Spartan, if you're constantly on the hard tarmac, you will trash your legs. Especially if you're not on top of your new shoes. Big shout out to Cole and his good wife. Thank you, wife, for getting Carl those shoes, because you made me get those shoes. So now me and Carl both have 3 pairs of Nike Pegasus. Someone said to me yesterday, well, what about the grip? Mate, the grip's great. I've run all over the shop in those shoes. On track, off track, on road, up and down, across roofs, upstairs, you name it. I've done it, so's Carl. They're tip top. Yeah, I can't fault them. They're great shoes. I've put Inerto inner soles in mine. I've got elastic laces in mine in both pairs. Now I've got 3 pairs, so I'm going to have a 3rd pair. I'm going to set them up exactly the same. And they're all singing or dancing. They're probably one of the comfiest running shoes I've had in years. I used to spend insane amounts of money on my, was it my Sauconys? Remember the make. Anyway, it was a really, really good running make. And every single time they used to fall apart in exactly the same way, and I was like, what? And the same with Solomon. Solomon's did exactly the same, which was really annoying. But since I've had these Nike Pegasus, and I've never really bought Nike for a running shoe. For a gym shoe, yes, etc. For a running shoe, no, I haven't. To look cool in, bop about in, up and down the street. But Gym, yeah. Running, no. And then I was like, I'm going to give them a go. I'm going to try it, you know, because they have had leaps and bounds with their R&D, and you know they've really pushed it forward. And they clearly have, because those Nike Pegasus Trail 2 are great. The ones I got yesterday, the Gore-Tex ones, and they are for the UK, because I've got my green ones back in the UK. They're not Gore-Tex, and I was like, oh, I should have got them in Gore-Tex. I resisted getting them in Gore-Tex because of the summer, and then when I was back and it was gipping and gopping and raw, I was like, yeah, I wish I had my Gore-Tex ones. And then I was going to buy a pair, and then I didn't, because I was coming back out here. But then I've got my black pair, which I brought out here, which are non-Gore-Tex, which is perfect for out here because it's so hot and arid and dry, and I want them quick drying. But obviously I've got a green pair for back there for off-road. So I've got luminous ones, OD. I've got a thing about OD green, so I've got OD green ones now. And then I've also got my black pair. I've also got X number of pairs, so I can rotate them. And I did this as well on the course. Rotate my boots, rotate my shoes, so they won't all just, they've got different lifespans and they will not just fall apart. You just got one pair and you run on them for 2 years, they're going to get trashed and you're going to end up trashing yourself. So bear that in mind. You need to look after your feet and look after your shoes. You look after your feet by looking after your shoes. You look after your feet by also looking after the inner soles in your shoes. I know it's money, but it's worth investing, because you are on these for life. So there you go. That was a very wise comment that was said to me from a good friend, and I was like, yeah, you're right, they are. So yeah. Anyway, back to my training. So bag work, I made it really functional as well. I got the 40 kg dumbbell out. I set up 2 boxes where I was doing really deep squats into bent leg hamstring lift, 2 reps, straight leg hamstring rep, 2 reps, 2 really full-on plyometric jumps, deep, real high, and then landing really deep, and then firing back up again, and then landing really deep. And I was literally doing everything in like 5-minute rotations. So 5 minutes, gong goes off, gong, and then you know what, okay, that's 5 minutes. So if you're still working on the set, you finish your set, and then you change, you go on. But you constantly know you're hitting down through 5 minutes, and that went all the way up. I did a load of ab work, core, back, legs, striking, kicking. There was a medicine ball here, which I was firing up there as well. Pole work, loads of twisting, which was my usual, you know, standing side twist and then bending over, and then also bending from the hips down and go and touching forwards, if you know what I mean. So you bend forwards, and then it goes twist, 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 twist. You stood up, you twist, 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 twist. You know, you stood up and you go side to side. You must have seen me do it, so yeah, hopefully that pays in. The box we've got is really good. That was nice. I was enjoying that this morning. And because it's padded, it's actually got a bit of give in it when you land on it, which is quite good. And for a chunk like me, then that's good. I also did. I also had a medicine ball, and I did 5 minutes, and I did this a few times, solid sit-ups. 5 minutes, just sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up, with a ball on my chest. Ball on my chest, right forwards, in straddle, ball touches the deck, go right back, back up. And then I changed it, and I had the ball in my hand, extended out, went right forwards into straddle, touched right out with my feet, come back, touched right by my head, come back, went out. So I did that a few different times for 5 minutes continuous. Then I also, for another 5-minute session, I was up on the bars doing my alternate grips, and I was just holding it for however long till my grip failed. As soon as my grip failed, I ran this twice, went back up, changed grip. Grip failed, ran twice, went up, changed grip, ran this twice, went up, changed grip, ran it twice, ran it. So pretty much every time that I was changing between an exercise, I would run a couple of times up and down here, up. Yeah. Also, a few times I hit just 5 minutes. solid engine work, bang, 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 go up, down, getting these chunky gorilla legs going. I had a good buddy from home yesterday, Paul, shout out to Paul, runs his gym down in Marsh Barton. Really good gym, old school gym, really based on our old gym, which was Body 2000, and Paul's created this awesome gym down on Marsh Barton, sorry, not Southend, Marsh Barton, down at home in Exeter. And loads of people are raving about it, how good it is. So yeah, check out Paul's gym. I will have to, I can't remember the name of it right now, it will come back to me. But yeah, so Paul's got his gym. Paul messaged me yesterday, asked me about how do you get on with tabbing with big legs and marching across, say, Dartmoor or Brecons or Scotland or anywhere. And I was like, yeah, totally fine. Legs is legs, you just walk. If you're not used to it, then yeah, you have to condition yourself to get used to doing it again. The only time I ever really find it a bit of a lick is if I'm doing like full-on sprint work. If I'm doing full-on sprint work and I've got heavy boots on, then it's I don't particularly enjoy it. Hence why for many years I want fast feet. I keep lightweight boots on. I remember many years ago when me and the lads were on selection for patrols in 2-Power. We did a really fast, it was a 6 or 8 miler with full kit. We were going for it, and I know I'm going to wear these boots, they're great boots, blah, blah, blah. It was one of the most horrendous experiences of my time, and it was horrendous, because it was like running with just lead weights on my feet. I smashed it, the lad smashed it. I will never run in those boots ever again. It was just shit. It was shit. They were not excellent for tabbing, excellent for walking constantly, really good, but not good if you're doing speed work. Parachute regiment speed work is quick. You need lightweight, supportive boots that are lightweight. They were a great support, but they're not lightweight. So it was a lick. I remember when I went on a certain career course, I had 2 or 3 pairs of Altberg sneakers, which were high or mid-leg boots, which were like sneakers. They were like really lightweight boots, which were like wearing trainers, and they were brilliant. By the end of said phase, both of them were trashed. They were done in, because the amount of mileage we'd done, and they were getting wet and dry. They were just trashed. They obviously did the build-up phase of me, and then they went through that, and I had day on, day off. But yeah, they got hammered, but they were great boots. They were really good boots. And then, but since then, I use my ACUs a lot. I use A-Solos, or ASLOs, as some people call them. It's lots of different pronunciation. I have a number of pairs of those, actually. I do really like those. But they're more of an approach boot rather than a lightweight assault boot. I first got my ACUs when a really good corpsman, a SEAL, was attached to us, and he had them on. And I was the first one who asked him, I was like, mate, what are those? I was like, are you wearing a pair of like Nikes? Because obviously it says Air on the side, and I was like, are you wearing like Nike Airs? He was like, no mate, these are ACUs. I was like, well, we didn't know what ACUs were. We were like, what are those, mate? Where did you get those? And he said, oh, they're the Spider ACUs. And I was like, I want a pair. And then another guy wanted a pair, and another guy wanted a pair. And then it went like wildfire. And everyone just followed suit. And then Trackit got them. And then basically across the whole of said regiment, pretty much everyone had them. But yeah, they've basically become in because of me and the geezers with said operator from the States. And they were great boots, and I've done loads in those boots. I've run the fan dance in those boots so many times. And then was like, oh my God, how can you do that in those boots? I was like, quite easily, lads. I put them on my feet and I run. This is simple. Yeah, but don't know. No, it doesn't at all. I've got good insoles. My feet are conditioned to it. I'm good to go. They're great boots. Clearly they're great boots because the British Army have took them on and made their own version of it, but they put that pilgrim sole in it, which I really do not like. But that's what happens when people go, oh, I want to make it my own. Same as what. Anyway. But yeah, that's and the reason why the British Army has multicam, that's down to UK SF and also mice. I'm not going to go. Yeah, it goes down to UK SF anyway, because that was brought in. Certain personalities showed it to certain other personalities. Certain other personalities went, oh, that's very good. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, should we have that? Oh, how much did it cost? Oh, we can't pay that. Oh, what we'd do is we'd make our own flip on it. So they did. So they made their own flip on it. And now the British Army have got the MTP, rather than Cry. But yeah, that's where it all comes from. Thank you very much to the lads serving at H. There you go. Bit of history, but no one knew that. So a lot of stuff happens in the UK because of said guys in said unit. So a lot of people, a lot of thanks should be given to them because of lives of me being made better across said British Army because of said unit. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, I've used those accus for all sorts, which are great. I've got a pair out here actually, which I do wear quite often. I've had loads of pairs. I've still got my original pair. Great pair of boots. I'm never getting rid of those because the amount of crazy shit that I did on those boots, and I don't know how I survived. But anyway, so yeah, those boots should be put in a glass cabinet or something with my tomahawk and patches and I don't know, other stuff. But yeah, back to my fitness. So what else do I do? Leg raises. Oh, I did do something really good, which I didn't actually do before. Is I went on the bench that I was using the other day when I was doing that leg overs, and I did I held onto it, and I did really. Obviously, my back's flat on the bench now. So imagine where my wrist is my back flint, and I just went straight over to one side, touched the floor, and then come back. But then also went around the front of my legs, and then came back, and then come over the top, and then come back and went around, and then went around and around. So it was really good. I've been doing that because I can't hang on the frames to do it. I used to do it on frames, but if I do it on these frames, I will probably cut my feet open on those hooks. And on that one, I won't be able to do it on that frame because of the way that it's set up, which is really annoying. So hopefully at some point, I might be able to do it on this, but I need to take all the bags off it. So yeah, maybe I'll have a MacGyver session, play around on that. I think wherever you go, you should look at what you've got and then just MacGyver it. MacGyver, you know? Everyone's like, MacGyver, yeah, it's an old TV series. There's a guy who just went and had nothing and just created all this mad stuff and then just managed to just take over and dominate everything in front of him, MacGyvering it. And yeah, so wherever I've gone, wherever I've trained, if I've had nothing, I've just MacGyvered it. I just went, yeah, like, let's just MacGyver it. And I've adapted to what is there. I found a hill, I found a ladder, I don't know, I found whatever there is, and just went, oh, how can I use this? I know I can use this. I can go all UK PTI craziness on it, because this is where this all comes from, and just adapted and overcame, and then pushed it as many ways as I possibly can. Every country I've been to, I found something to train with or train on or use. And everyone could do that. And that's why, you know, throughout lockdown, me and the team were giving out ideas to people, created a whole list of alternative training items you have, which gets sent out with training packages or files or whatever else. Yeah. One thing I would say is now everyone's like, oh, I'm going to get rid of all my training kit now. Don't get rid of it. Keep it. Keep it. Put it. Create something, because you never know what might happen. Is before you know it, something will happen, and you might not be able to use the gym again. And then what will happen is the really greedy fitness companies will then hike their prices through the roof again, and then whoever else will just sell all the kit at extortionate prices, and you'll be like, you are taking a biscuit. I mean, I do understand smart fitness, smart business, but sometimes it's like, screw the nut. But I'm going to keep investing in my kit at home and keep adding to it. Plus, I want to make a really cool gym when I end up getting my crazy Cloak and Dagger ranch, Cloak and Dagger farm, which I'm gonna make happen when I have all my dogs and my horses. Maybe I should get them like a family of badgers in there as well. Give them all names. Caesar, Julius. No, that's quite a good idea actually. Have them all lined up. Mozart the badger. That'd be quite cool. Oi, Mozart. All the dogs will have like their names like after army ranks, and all the badgers can have random names: Mozart, Julius, Caesar, Archimedes. Oh dear, I am totally out there. But yeah, so did really good strike work on here. Good hand work, fast hands, light hands, combinations, elbows. Working up and down, striking here, striking there. Low kicks, mid kicks, high kicks. Yeah. Really, I was really dropping in the shin, getting in my kicks, coming up and then whipping it in. So it's a really powerful kick, which literally will just trash your leg. Yeah, I've done all sorts, and I may come in again later. Probably not may, I will. I'll come in later to do cardio. And I may come back on this, but I'm probably just go on the machines, or I'll come up with something. But that's kind of what's been going on this morning. So now, if the pool is free, I'm going to go and do what I said I was going to do. Oh God. So this is going to be interesting. Wish me luck. Hopefully I don't have a heart attack. You'll see me poolside. Oh dear. Let's go get this done. Oh, by the way, I also got all my food. I went upstairs and got all my food. Even more food, goodness, to feed me today. Because this is the 26th today. Tomorrow's the 27th. I actually start that crazy fasting tomorrow, which is going to be interesting. But I'm going to screw the nut. I'm going to have high carbs this morning, and then the carbs will drop, protein will go up, veg will go up, but then I will also decrease the size of my meals, and I'll push my water up, and then tomorrow will be black coffee, tea, etc., etc. And me and Odie will get our heads together, and I will listen to anyone out there who's got great advice. Yeah. Let's go get this done.